to another instalment of Diecast Restos. My name is Jason and this is the Matchbox 57B Chevrolet Impala, in the range from 1961 until 1966. It's based on the gorgeous second generation 1959 Chevy Impala. You'll notice this miniature has most of its paint still present on the body, and even has the original painted taillights. However, where this one falls down is the lack of paint on the roof, with almost all of it stripped bare. In addition, the windscreen has popped loose of its rivet that should be holding it in place. Otherwise, it's just a bit tatty around the edges and needs a tidy up. Here's a shot of that distinctive rear end with the teardrop taillights. These were only available on the 1959 model year. So a 5mm drill bit removes the rivet edge, a 1.5mm drill bit makes the hole for the screw, and an M2 screw tap threads the post for the screw. I used some blue tack and a small washer to attempt to protect the wheels. It seemed to do the trick, and so here are all the parts. The metal parts are now ready for paint removal. The Matchbox model was always painted a metallic grey blue with a pale blue gloss roof. Early issues had clear plastic windows with a black or dark blue base plate and silver plastic wheels. The windscreen was then swapped to a green tint. Final issues had a black base plate with either silver or black plastic wheels. The silver trim was eventually discontinued on the rear of some models, and the red tail lights later followed suit. So I recently restored the 20C Chevrolet Impala Taxi, which is based on the third generation Impala. This is based on the 1959 second generation, and the first time the Impala became a model range in its own right. 490,000 units were produced between 1958 and 1960. It was available as a 2-door convertible or hardtop, or a 4-door hardtop or sedan. I went into more detail on the Impala history in the 20C video, so do check that out. Now I am applying the rooftop shade. This is in fact a pale grey instead of a pale blue, but I'm hoping the effect will mirror that of the original. I used Tamiya PS32 Corsa Grey after failing to find a suitable pale blue shade. My next task was to polish the windscreen and dunk in wood floor polish to finish. I blot the end of the windscreen against some absorbent kitchen paper to avoid the solution collecting in the corners. It is then covered to prevent dust settling on it. The wheels are reattached and the ends of the axles chromed. Using 3M tape and masking tape, I have sealed off the area painted pale grey/blue, ready for the main body coat. Prior to this, I clear coat to seal the edges of the tape. So the body gets Tamiya PS49 Sky Blue Anodized Aluminium, an old favourite of mine. It looked great on my previous videos, including the 25B Volkswagen, and some much more recently the 40B Leyland Royal Tiger. I think it'll really suit this one too. Now on to detailing. I use a very fine chrome paint pen to highlight the headlights, and a thicker one for the grille and the front bumper. I fill in the grille spacing with the 1mm pen. The rear bumper gets a coating, and then the teardrop lights are marked in red with a Sharpie. This technique is really effective. I was a tad concerned about the final shade maybe being a bit too dark on top of that blue, but it seems to have come out okay. Now for reassembly. I pop in the cleared up windscreen, sealing over the rivet it had become detached from. And then the base is aligned with the 2 rivet posts, pushed down and screwed in. So here is the Impala we kicked off with. Not in the worst condition going, but with the windscreen on the bottom and the roof scratched clean, it was untidy to say the least. It was a challenge to match the colours, but hopefully you'll think I've done the model justice. It was a very popular car, both in real life and diecast, and still is to this day. So here is what mine looks like now. I really hope you agree that the paint choices worked. I was very sceptical about the coarser grey at first, but I think set against the metallic blue, it suits nicely. The windscreen has found its place attached to the roof once more, and the tail lights look good as new after having the Sharpie marker applied. All the usual highlights have been made using a monochrome pen, filling in the headlights, grille, both bumpers and axle ends. As always, please let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't already, please do subscribe for all the latest content and hit that bell button for a notification when the next video's up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye for now.